lives in a house, but she's on home health care right now. She's sick. She has autoimmune diseases and she can't walk upstairs. She's wheelchair bound. You know what I mean? So, the apartment upstairs had a broken pipe or a busted pipe, or there was a leak downstairs. So they're having to patch up everything. Because I was going to go get my money back and try somewhere else, but I did try to apply at a few places and I didn't get approved. That's the only place I really got approved. I've had to move around a lot due to domestic violence in the past and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's why I haven't moved yet. I got a storage. I don't have a U-Haul, and that's why I'm on here right now, because I don't have a U-Haul. And I'm freaking out because I have to be out of here tomorrow. I have to be out. Like, I have to turn my keys in tomorrow night. Like, I have to put them in the drop box, in the mail overnight box or whatever. But I don't have a U-Haul. I've used all my money on everything else. Moving in my new place. The storage was cheap. It was a cheap move-in special. So that was easy to get the storage. I had to get a 10 by 10 because I have a basically 3-bedroom apartment. I sold everything that I could sell of value. I didn't have much of value. I had a mini upright freezer and I sold it to people. And I used that to pay a bill. And I don't have nothing else of value. Well, the thing is, I was supposed to move last month, but then this stuff happened with the apartment that I'm moving to. Okay, out here, I have been being stalked. There was a murder that happened out here. And I found out some information and I reported it because I got a ride from this girl and she's been stalking me ever since. She lives out in the same apartment complex. I've emailed the property manager multiple times. And I told her, well, can I at least get let out of my lease? And she said, no. She said, if you're having problems out of people out here, call the police. So I called the police to try to make a report. And since she didn't actually touch me, then I can't make a report. Like, it's been everything. Excuse me. I don't have a Cash App. I have PayPal and Apple Pay. I went ahead and blocked Caroline because she's been saying little smart comments. Basically, I have to move out by tomorrow. I know it's no one's responsibility. I'm not asking for anybody on here. I'm not telling y'all have to help me pay for it. But anytime I've ever came to TikTok, the reason I come to TikTok first off is because I don't have family to turn to. My dad's dead. My grandparents are dead. My mom and I barely talk. She lives with my aunt. Me and my aunt don't get along. Wait, I have literally nobody, you know what I mean? And so I come on TikTok because I created a little community for myself here whenever I was going through my domestic violence stuff the past 2 years or whatever. And running from my ex and all the help I received and stuff like that. And I was appreciative for that. So I guess I come here and I ask for help when I actually need something. But one thing about me is anytime anybody's ever helped me on here, I have shown receipts. I have shown proof of everything. I have proof of everything, you know? Thank you. I don't know, New York gal. I don't know why people are so mean. I guess because I understand where they're coming from, because there are people on this app that they're not genuine. They're not genuinely needing help. And it makes it hard on the people that do need the help. All I need is a U-Haul. I'll even give you my login information for the U-Haul. I don't care. It's 107. I'm going to go ahead and post it. But the only thing I have is Apple Pay and PayPal. My Cash App was banned for literally no reason. And it's happened to a lot of people this year. They said that they felt like somebody hacked into my Cash App or something. Or it's probably whenever whenever someone hacked me basically, so they got in my bank account and everything. But I have proof though. I have proof of everything. I have receipts. I can't even like listen to what I was saying. Like, I don't even remember what I was talking about because I'm so stressed out. But I literally have no family to turn to. My son, he's at my friend's house right now because I just needed some time to like pack and think about things. I shouldn't get so angry over people that comment because it's just fake profiles anyways, but I'm already going through enough as it is. Thank you for the heart me. I'm just trying to do the best I can. It's just one thing after another, from my bank account being hacked to my Cash App being shut down to me withholding rent here because she couldn't protect me from my stalker. So I ended up using that money for the rent to pay for another apartment. Then that apartment, it was supposed to be ready either at the end of last month or the first of this month. Then I found out that there was a leak upstairs or a busted pipe. I don't know. I don't have an upstairs, but it's an upstairs neighbor. I don't know if anybody lives there or not. I haven't been there. But they said that it would be by the end of this month now, whenever it would be fixed, because they have to patch up the ceiling or they have to cut it open or do something, and they have to fix a pipe. No, I'm not reading from a script. I'm looking out my window. There's no script here. No, Jaden didn't pay for it. Jaden offered to pay for it or whatever, but she said she couldn't pay for all of it. But then I never, I've had, y'all gotta understand, like, I did talk to her and I did message her, but I've had a lot of people say that they'll help me and they end up never helping me. So I'm trying to get this taken care of, basically. I didn't get any help. She's very sweet and I did message her and she might help. I don't know. But I know she can't help with everything, and I have literally by tomorrow to get the U-Haul paid for. And then I still have to go 35 minutes to go pick up the U-Haul, bring it back here. I have to post on Facebook, on not Marketplace. I have to post on a group and ask if someone could help me move my beds and my armoire into the U-Haul, and I can move everything else in there by myself. I don't care. But I just have to have it moved out and moved into a storage by tomorrow. I mean, not by tomorrow, but by Tuesday. Like, I have to be out of here tomorrow. Yeah, I have a new place to go. I have an apartment. I'm just going through everything all at once. Like, that's what I'm saying to y'all guys. Like, I'm serious. Like, I feel like I'm cursed or something, because this has been my whole life. I have struggled. I've never had one whole year where it's just been peace and quiet. And I don't understand why. I don't do stuff bad. I don't do bad things to people. I help people, if anything. Like, anytime I go to the pantry, like, I'll go to the food pantry. Anything I don't want, I'll give it to somebody else that may need it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes pantries will give you, like, stuff that you'll never eat and you don't want it to go to waste, so you give it to people. Like, I help people in the communities and stuff like that. I just don't understand. Like, I'm the first person to help somebody and I don't get that in return. I'm even there for family, It does. And then, like, a few weeks ago, I went to go get my son from school. Well, like a month ago or whatever, I went to go get my son from school, and the car broke down right outside of the apartment complex. And that car is still not running. It's not here though. I ended up getting it towed to my mom's. I had to pay someone to tow it to my mom's. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's no one else's responsibility on here, but I just need a U-Haul. That's all I need. I'll even give you my login information to get the U-Haul. I just need something just flew in my eye. I just need a U-Haul by tomorrow. I need to be able to pick it up in the morning and get everything moved in. I don't have that much stuff. I don't have that much stuff. I'm giving my couch to my sister today. She can't have me stay with her yet because the same thing happened with her apartment, but she was already in it. But there was people upstairs. It like literally flooded her whole apartment. But luckily I wasn't moving in mine yet, you know. I'm glad it happened before I got there so it could get fixed. But the same thing happened to my sister like almost a month ago. Like it went literally everywhere. But I don't think mine was that bad. But my sister literally lost everything in her apartment. And they have to move her into a new apartment. So she went through the same thing I'm going through. My eye itches so freaking bad. It's unreal. Ugh. Oh, it's okay. Like I'm getting like spots in my eyes and stuff because I'm so stressed out. It's pretty sad whenever people go on people's profiles and accuse them of scamming when I've done nothing but show proof. I have receipts. I could show receipts to everybody that's ever helped me. Everybody. I don't know. Hello. I'm not moving in town. I'm moving an hour away. And U-Hauls are not 1945. They say they start off at 1945, but they're not. 1945 is like for the trailer. It ends up being like, if it's in town, it's usually around like $50, $30, sometimes $20. But I'm going an hour away and it's $107. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why did you report me? I didn't do nothing wrong. That's what I'm saying. I just got a warning, so I'm probably about to get banned again for no reason, and all I'm trying to do is get help. I don't understand why people come in here and they just don't stop. They just sit here and they report people that actually need the freaking help. I'm trying to figure out how to take this background off. There we go. I'm trying to find some tips in my eyes and stuff. I know it's filters, but I'm sorry. This is the best one. Ew. I'm just sitting here like, once I move in my apartment, I'm not gonna have nothing because I'm gonna have to leave everything behind. I can't get the U-Haul. Like, I'm trying. I don't know what else to say. Like, I feel like I'm stupid for coming on here. Like, I really do. I have to move by tomorrow. I have to move tomorrow. My face is so itchy. My eyes are itchy. And I don't have that much stuff at all. If y'all know me, then last year I was living in a hotel. The only thing I was really worried about, we don't have dressers and stuff like that. Yeah, I told her. But I don't have dressers and stuff like that. I'm going to ask for help on Facebook for someone I got to get the U-Haul first. That's the main thing I'm focused on right now is the U-Haul. And I can go straight to the U-Haul and pay it while I'm on live. Or actually, I have another phone over there. I could just connect to my hotspot and show y'all while I'm doing it. I have already. But I was going to post on Facebook groups. I posted anonymously trying to get help for a U-Haul. But I have not had no hits yet. I know everyone's struggling right now, and I know there's a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, but so am I, you know. Everybody has different struggles. Everybody's going through different things. You can't sit there and compare what you're going through to other people's problems, you know. But I'm going to post on Facebook group just to try to find somebody that can help me move all 3 of the beds and my table and my armoire. And I can move the rest of the stuff because nothing's heavy, you know. So the only 3 things that I have that's heavy is an armoire and the 3 beds and the tabletop. Nothing else. Like, everything else is like basically like 2 TVs that aren't worth selling. Everything that I could sell, I already sold. I had a mini upright freezer, and it was like a mini freezer, and I wanted to keep it so freaking bad. But I sold it and I paid a bill with it. We needed hot water here, so I didn't want that to be cut off. But I am going to call them tomorrow and go ahead and cut off my hot water. I don't have a car. And as much as you pay to rent a trailer from Tractor Supply, that would be around the same price as the U-Haul. I'm moving to another place at the end of this month. It was supposed to be at the end of last month, but they ended up having a pipe in the ceiling break or whatever. So I'm still getting that same apartment, but I'm thankful that like they're fixing whatever's wrong with the upstairs apartment. So nothing should be wrong whenever I move in. But I'm moving because like I'm literally out in the country. First off, there's many reasons. I don't even know why I moved to this city, to be honest. The number one reason is because there has been 2 unalivings out here in this apartment complex alone in the past one in the past 7 months. One happened maybe like 2 months ago. And I was walking to the store one day because I needed to get some food for me and my sons and stuff like that. And this girl gave me a ride, and she was like, well, I know who did it or whatever. And so she told me that, and I was like, okay, well, I sat there for like a whole day. I was like, should I tell somebody? What should I do? I felt like the right thing to do at the time was to let an officer know what was said. And so that basically backfired on me, and she ended up stalking me at the pool twice. She would get her kids to come by my house and kick my door. I'm already here by myself, you know what I mean? I made police reports against her. I messaged the lady. I have emails in between me and the lady that works in the office stating that this girl has been stalking me. She's been making fake profiles. It was an old man fake profile. And I know it was her because it showed that it was linked to her profile. Anyways, she ended up stalking me at the pool 2 different times. Okay. And I messaged the lady in the office. I was like, well, I don't feel safe out here. I feel like I'm being attacked, and I feel like somebody's going to do something to me. And she said, well, if you feel like somebody's going to do something to you, call the cops. But if you have any, I didn't have time. I don't know what you mean by that. At least you have time to get your stuff that you need. Yeah, I do, because she told me. And she called me on Facebook asking about, okay, well, did you tell somebody about what I told you? I said, yeah, I did. I did. And then I ended up having to go visit the private investigator. Yeah, I have an apartment. But the thing is, this is all my stuff. I don't want to start over. I don't want to start over. I got a storage. I have a storage to keep it in. I just need a U-Haul to take it tomorrow. I've tried posting on Facebook asking if anybody's willing to help me move to the storage. I have not had not one hit. I even asked if someone can help me with the U-Haul, like on that same post, and not one comment. There's been a few likes, but I even checked my message requests, and it's nothing. I feel like my face is freaking swollen from crying so damn much. Yeah, I'm going to be moving. You can't just look. A lot of people don't understand when you're out in the country, there's nothing. There's literally nothing. I have to, the nearest grocery store in walking distance is an hour walk. I don't have 1 month to move. My apartment won't be done till the end of this month. Yeah, so that's a misunderstanding. Yeah. I have to be out of here by tomorrow. I mean, not by tomorrow, but I have to be out of here tomorrow. Over. Crow, it's fine. But, so basically there was I did say it already, but I'll explain it to new people that joined or whatever. There was an unaliving out here. There's a few reasons why I'm moving. I do love this place, don't get me wrong. First off, it's $1,300 a month. And I know a lot of people are out in the country, like in other parts of the United States, are like, well, that's cheap. In Texas, it's not cheap. Okay, you got to understand that. The apartment I'm going to be moving to at the end of this month is $1,000, and it's 2-bedroom, and that's more affordable. Okay. This apartment has black mold, first off. That's not why I'm moving, though. I'm moving because there was 2 unalivings that happened out here. One of them happened on Easter Sunday, and it was a 16-year-old. And they still haven't caught who did it. So one day I walked to the store. I was trying to get groceries for me and my son or whatever. I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and walk or whatever. This girl named Taylor gives me and my son a ride to the store. Yeah. She gives us a ride to the store, and she's like, well, did you hear anything else about what happened out here or whatever? I was like, no, and it's not really none of my business, you know. But she told me, well, I know who it is, and then she had told me some information, and I went to the police about it, you know. She found out I went to the police because she had called me on Facebook one morning. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, talking about, did you tell anybody what I told you? I was like, yeah, I did. I admitted it. You know what I mean? So this girl ends up stalking me to the point where I can't go to the pool. This happened twice. She would literally have her kids come, like, pass by my apartment. They live on the other side of the apartment complex, right? So my nose keeps itching. I'm sorry. It's like right here at the tip that itches. But her kids will literally, they still do it. They'll come like right before dark time, and they'll come kick my door so hard. Look, let me show y'all. They kicked it so hard, they left a dent in my door. This door it looks dirty, but it's really not. But I'm trying to see where they kicked at. You can see like right there. And I have emails. I'm going to show y'all the emails. I emailed the property manager, and whenever I was trying to tell her, like, I don't feel safe out here, I feel like I'm going to end up getting unalived too, because they have not caught the person still to this day. I'm sorry, my nose keeps itching at that same spot. But that's the number one reason why I'm moving. The second reason is black mold. There is black mold in here. It didn't show up right away because I guess they painted over everything. They even painted over roaches. I don't have no roaches in here. I have not seen none. But they literally painted over dead roaches on the wall. When the AC's on, let me turn my AC on and I could show y'all. But it'll gargle. It'll make gargling sounds, and even when I use the water or whatever, you can hear it up above here. But look, I'm gonna turn the AC on. Y'all see how it's not like doing nothing right now? Watch, it's about to start gargling in this area, and look, it'll leak sometimes too. Like the water will come out. That's what I'm saying. But watch, it'll start, look, see? And it'll start like leaking, I'm sorry, I keep coughing today. I don't know why it's not gargling, but it'll literally make like gargling noises and stuff. I've been dealing with nothing but slumlords, but I will admit, I mean, this apartment isn't that bad. It does look like someone like that wall moves, but there's literally mold over there. And sorry. Ugh. I'm sorry, I've been upset, so I don't know if y'all could see it, but you can start seeing the mold showing up, the black mold showing up. Yeah, it does, but I have everything everywhere right now. I just went through my son's room. And then it's my other son's room. But okay, there's also problems with like the flooring and stuff, because you can literally see like a space. Like they tried to caulk it, but it didn't work very well. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to lift up all this stuff. I don't have that much stuff though, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have everything put up in my closet right now. It's been there. I never even hung up anything, so it's just been in totes. 2 months. Actually, it's going on 3 months, but about no eviction. I care about the safety of me and my child. You know, I don't care about any of the other stuff. Where did the comment go? Oh. I keep coughing. I'm giving away all these canned goods. I even emailed the property manager telling her that I was getting stalked, and all she said was, well, if it's not maintenance issues, I can't really help you. All you need to do is call the police. I was like, oh, okay, but the fuck? So that's what made me decide that I wanted to move out of here. First off, it's $1,300 a month, and there's so many issues. Whenever it rains outside, it floods. You can see it though, but it floods every single time. You can see where the water comes up. But every time it floods or whatever, we can't flush our toilets. Like, it'll literally leak out the bottom of my toilet. Oh, look, now it's doing it. That's with my AC running. I don't know if that's mold or not, but yeah, you can hear it. Yeah. And then I know y'all can see these. Y'all know what that is? Painted over roaches. We already went through the eviction court. That was last week. Eviction court was on the 2nd. Like, see, July 2nd. So yeah. Yeah. I'm not paying it. They were trying to say, oh, well, they charged me double than what I owe. Like, I just didn't pay last month. I didn't pay last month because I'm like, okay, well, if you can't protect me from my stalker that also lives out here. I mean, if she lived down a different property, then I'd understand calling the police. But this girl lives on the same apartment complex as I do. She just lives on the other side, the bad side. But her kids come over here and literally kick my door. Look, I'm going to show y'all some emails. I don't have I have some protection. I have knives, but no, they gave me 5 days to get out. I didn't have a ride to the courthouse, so I didn't show up to court. So that's why they gave me 5 days. If I would have been able to show up to court, like I'm literally out in the middle of nowhere, like in the country. Like you have to walk an hour just to go to a grocery store. DoorDash, if you DoorDash, then it takes like freaking 5 hours. Yeah. She won't try nothing. I'm moving tomorrow, but oh, fuck. I don't know why I'm coughing like this. Like I can't breathe. I don't know if I'm having like a panic attack or I don't know. Like it's hard for me to breathe. They already had court on the 2nd of July. And then they gave me 5 days, which is tomorrow. Ugh. Ever since I've been moving here, my skin starts itching. I break out. Like this has been there, but like it's bad. And then my face breaks out. No, the landlord did not give me a 5 days. I called the justice of the peace or whatever, and I called and asked what was the results of the court date, and they said 5 days. And that was on the 2nd. Yeah, probably. One second. No, but the courts said that they gave me 5 days. This apartment manager, look, oh, that's what I was going to show y'all. Okay, I'm trying to see. I said this is what I sent her. For my safety, that's the reason I am moving. I just don't feel safe at all. I had someone banging on my door at 12 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it was 12 o'clock in the morning. I made a police report about Taylor as well due to the stalking. I was wanting to know if you would be able to let me allow me out of my lease so I could find another place. This was 6/3/25. You can use vinegar, but I'm going to show y'all the other one that I sent to her. Every single time I go to the pool, Taylor or her mom shows up. This time they showed up while my daughter was swimming with me. Nobody else was there, and they kept pointing at us. They brought a lot of, like, literally they brought a whole group of people to the pool that didn't have no swimsuits on or nothing, and they all stared at me from the picnic table, like, inside the pool area. And I heard the little girl say to Taylor's mom, she was like, "Is that them, Grandma? Is that them?" And I was like over here like thinking to myself, didn't her daughter just have surgery on her tonsils a few days prior? Like she should not be in a pool. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking to myself. But I ended up emailing this lady and it's the lady in the office or whatever. Let me The email she replied, that stuff is so dangerous. You have permanent lung problems because of it. Yeah, I've been like really itchy. I can't smell. I can't smell nothing. Like, I don't know. Like my nose constantly runs. My face is always itchy. My body's always itchy. Like, yeah, I have another place at the end of this month. But the thing is, like, I need a U-Haul by tomorrow. Like, I need to get the U-Haul for tomorrow. That's the main thing I'm focused on. And honestly, at this point, I'm kind of thinking about doing it, but I don't want to get charged for anything. But I honestly want to just rent like the U-Haul for the, and say it's in town or whatever, but really go to Alvin. I mean, I'm sorry, but I think they're still up. But basically, the sewage would come up through the bathtubs and the showers. Like every time you would flush the toilet, it would come up into the showers and the bathtub. The water heater didn't work at all. When the maintenance man came and looked at it, he said there was a bunch of sandy stuff at the bottom, and he said it was bad. So there was just one thing after another. She had to replace the refrigerator because it didn't work at all. She had to replace the stove because it didn't work at all. And the dishwasher had mold and mildew in that. The walls were basically rotted. Like, it was horrible. And I'm not going to say like this apartment was just horrible or anything like that. Like, I am thankful I had this apartment, but it's just not worth $1,300 a month. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be downsizing to a 2-bedroom in a different city. And, I'm going to be, yeah. I'm only going to be paying $1,000 a month over there. So see, my body is like so itchy. I'm sorry if I don't look attractive to y'all, or if I don't follow the beauty standards, but I literally have no makeup. I don't wear makeup. I'm clean. That's all that matters. I take showers. I wash my hair. I wash my body, and that's all that matters. You know, like, I'm not like the best person to look at. So thank you. My hair has gotten so freaking long though. It really has. I don't have the time. I haven't gotten my nails and my toes done in 2 years. Because, like, I completely take care of my son completely by myself. Like, not one person offers to help me with him. Not one person offers to get him. Like, I have him 24/7, and his dad is my abuser. So, yeah. I can't. I don't have a normal relationship like everybody else does with their baby daddies. I would give anything to have a co-parenting relationship, but if he was able to hurt me, he would hurt my son too. You know what I mean? And I have him on video. I'm going to use it whenever I do finally go to child support court. But I have a video of him saying that that's your son. He only cares about you. I'm going to go make me another son. And he said that in front of our son. And that has always like been stuck in my head since then, since I decided to leave. That's basically what made me decide to leave it the first time. You know what I mean? He was basically jealous because me and my son get along so well. Like, my son is probably a blessing. Like, I mean, I don't mean to say probably a blessing, but he's like probably the best blessing, you know? I don't know how to say stuff right. So, but my son and my kids are my biggest blessings. My grandson. I think I'm doing pretty good with my son. I'm not here to compare, but his dad never received love. Like, his dad used to beat him. Like, I'm not talking about my baby daddy. I'm talking about my baby's daddy. His dad used to, like, beat him when he was a kid. So I'm guessing he just sees it as violence or whatever. I had a hard childhood, but I didn't get beat like he did. You know what I mean? I just lived in a filthy house and I smelled like cigarettes when I would go to school. I don't smoke cigarettes at all. Like, I hate the smell of cigarettes. So, I'm completely on my own with this little boy, and he is a blessing to me every single day. Like, he's such a great kid. He went the whole year. I mean, like, the whole year without getting in trouble, not once. And I'm telling you, like, that boy can eat so much. Like, I could feed him a full, like, 2 or 3 course meal, and he'll be hungry 30 minutes later. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Like, I had such a hard childhood that I knew what not to do with my kids. There are some days where I'll get frustrated or whatever, but honestly, like, the way I see it is there's kids that would give anything for love. Like, and I give my kid a lot of love. Like, he could give me like 50 hugs during the day and I wouldn't care, because one day I'm not going to realize it, but that's going to be the last day he'll hug me for a while. You know what I mean? Because he'll be a grown little teenager, you know what I mean? And I don't know. And I'm just stuck doing everything without an army. I don't have really friends to turn to or nothing like that. I'm completely on my own. I get on TikTok because it's basically my diary, and I know it could backfire on me sometimes or something like that. But one thing about me, I may go through struggles, but I will never abuse a child, ever. I've had those people called on me multiple times in the past, only because I was just that person that didn't want to be friends with that person no more, and they got mad, and they knew I care about my kids, so they would basically use that against me and try to call every chance they got. But it would be like an open and close type thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. And the way I see it, like, I was thinking the other day, and when I saw that those videos of the flood here in Texas and stuff like that, it just made me think, like, sometimes I'll get aggravated over little things, like if he gets a stain on his shirt or anything like that, or like I'll get aggravated. I'll be like, I don't have that many clothes and I don't have money to buy you new clothes. But then I'm over here thinking in my head, like, there's kids that didn't even get to come home. They saw their parents for the last time, and that made me like think like I needed to be more grateful, you know what I mean? This has nothing to do with politics. Nothing to do with politics. And please don't bring that into my life. What about North Carolina? Were they warned? Answer that. Was North Carolina warned when Biden was the president? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. They weren't warned. Flash floods can happen anywhere. All it takes is a breach, like a break. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and block you because I'm not speaking politics in my live. I'm not doing it. It doesn't matter who we voted for. It doesn't, because all the government's corrupted. The Republicans and the Democrats, they're all corrupted. And that's all I'm going to say. They're all corrupted. The whole government. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't like politics. Like, I don't. I hate it. I don't even like talking about it. But a lot of people don't realize, like, it doesn't matter who you vote for. There's still things that's going to happen regardless. And not everybody's going to be happy. The rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. That's what I'm saying. Like, There's people over here like blaming it on that we took away funding for weather, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. If that was the case, could they have avoided North Carolina or West Virginia or anything like that? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. And okay, I don't even want to talk about it no more, honestly. But I don't care who anybody voted for. I'm not going to hate you for your choice of voting for whoever. I'm not. I voted for whoever I voted for, and you voted for whoever you voted for. I'm not going to hate you for it. But the whole government is corrupt. They're all corrupt. Like, all corrupt. That's why I'm trying to move in my place, mind my own damn business, get a job. This time next month, I'm going to have a job. I know for a fact, 'cause I'll already be moved into my place. I'll already be settled in, and I'll have a job. That's what I'm saying. Like, I voted, but I'm not going to say who I voted for because it's nobody's business. But I'm just saying, like, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Exactly. Like, just like I'm over here on my live trying to get a freaking U-Haul. Like, I'm not even crying no more. Like, if it happens, if it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I know I'm just going to be crying because I don't want to lose all my stuff I worked hard for. Like, I even downsized, and I got rid of a lot of stuff. I gave away a lot of free clothes to people that may needed it for their kids, you know what I mean? And now I feel just alone. I feel like I'm not going to get the U-Haul. Like, I don't mean to speak like that, but I honestly, that's all I need is a U-Haul, and it would make my day. Like, it would turn it completely around. Like, I would even give you my login information for U-Haul, and you could see the reservation, and you could pay for it. Like, I wouldn't even care. Like, I don't even need to see the money ever, you know? I have to move out tomorrow. They've already been through eviction court and everything, and that's why I'm trying to stay focused on what I need to do instead of start talking about other stuff, because I'm honestly stressed out. I'm freaking out. Like, all I have is 3 beds, a kitchen table, an armoire, and appliances and stuff and boxes, but it's not that much stuff at all. Like, everything that was of value I sold because I needed money. You know, so people they'll come in here and they'll be like, well, you can't sell some stuff. No, I can't. This couch was given to me for free from somebody on Marketplace. So I'm not going to turn around and sell it when I can give it to my sister. And she just went through basically what I'm going through right now. But I didn't move in my apartment yet. She was already living in her apartment, and her whole ceiling caved in. Like, it like literally caved in. But I see people walk by and I get so scared. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I haven't thought in the back of my head, like that's why I haven't really, like, I shouldn't even be online telling people when I'm gonna leave, because, like, what if they come tonight and, like, do something to me? You know what I mean? Because I spoke up on what happened out here. It's just so many things. Like, I just want out of here already. I don't feel safe out here. And I'm scared. I'm scared. Like, this is my last night here. And I'm scared that something's going to end up happening and someone's going to break in and hurt us. I shouldn't even be on live right now, honestly. I shouldn't. Because what if they're watching, and what if... But the thing is, I need a U-Haul. I need a U-Haul. I need to get out of here tomorrow. I really do. Oh, I didn't show y'all what the landlords had said or whatever. She basically said the pool is open to residents. Whoever looks at you while you're there, if you feel uncomfortable, I suggest you leave the situation. Anytime, because I had told her about the girl stalking me and following me to the pool. And then she said if she physically threatens you, you need to make a police report and provide a copy to me so that I could deal with it as needed. As far as anything online, and it wasn't even online. It wasn't. It was in person. Which doesn't make sense. If you don't feel comfortable living here, you're welcome to move out. I can't control every aspect of everyone's daily life. I'm here to manage the property. If you have any work orders needed, please let me know and I will be happy to enter them in the system. And that was on 5/27. I had told her multiple times, I'm not responsible for any of that. And I told her it's getting scary for me out here. And I told her for my safety, that's the reason I'm moving. I don't feel safe at all. I had someone banging on my door at 12 a.m. I made a police report about Taylor as well due to the stalking. Yeah, I know. And I've already made a police report. So that's the thing. I've already made a police report. Like, there's a whole police report about it. Which I completely understand, but I feel like I'm not safe out here. It's very bad out here. There has been 2 unalivings out here in less than 8 months. There's nothing but drug deals out here. I see it all the time. They always come to the back. There was one day where I came outside to come throw the trash like right before nighttime, and there was somebody smoking like right outside my porch, like standing right there where my porch is, like right there. And it kind of like, it scared me, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, what are their intentions? And it's bad out here. It's very, very bad out here. These kids, they are so feral out here. Their parents never, like, I got into it with a lady out here because her 13-year-old boys shoved my 8-year-old son up against a brick wall. I was outside and I heard my son, like, and I walk around the corner and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then they ran off or whatever. And then I went and told the mama. And then the mama's like, nah, 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 nah. My sons don't do nothing wrong. And like, yeah, that's exactly why they're acting like that. You let them run amok. You don't discipline them. You don't like put them in the corner. You don't tell them, no, you cannot do that. That's not right. You know what I mean? It's been so much out here. It's been so much. I've never dealt with this much drama in my life, all because I spoke up. And honestly, if I move to another apartment and something happens around the area, I'm minding my own damn business. Like, dead ass. Like, I'm not talking to no neighbors when I move. I'm not. I need to be armed, but I don't even own one, you know? It's just, I basically get on TikTok just to get my mind off things, if that makes sense. Like, I'm literally just staring out the window right now because, like, I feel like I'm just, the only peace I get is whenever I'm, like, outside, but then I don't want to be outside because then I feel like somebody's watching me, and it sucks. It sucks. Like, I'm always having to watch my back, and I'm tired. Like, honestly, at this point, it's to the point where I feel like I should just move far away out of state and just never turn back. But then again, like, I mean, I want to be close to my older kids. My older kids are already grown. They're like 18, 19, 20. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that's really keeping me here, because I don't want to move away from my grandson, you know? Yeah, I know. Don't let them win, but it's hard. And I know that, but if I feel like I'm not, and another reason while I'm moving, like, I literally live in the boondocks. Like, there's no jobs at all. Yeah, I did. I drove there. Okay, like, I was down there visiting my cousin because she lives down there or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, can we drive by the apartment real quick? Because we had went to HEB. I was like, I just want to drive through the apartment because it was nighttime and it was a Friday night. So that's what I usually do whenever I find an apartment. Like, I'll drive through, but I didn't drive through here. I just had nowhere to go, you know? So I'm not saying where I'm moving to. But anyways, so we had drove through the apartment or whatever, and it was quiet. Like, there was nobody outside, and it was like 9 o'clock at night. Like, I know what police activity it has because my cousin used to be a police officer before. She was a police officer there in that city, Texas. But yeah, she used to be a police officer there until she got sick. She has autoimmune disorders and then some other rare stuff going on with her. I don't know what it is, but I know only a few people in the world are diagnosed with it, and she has to go through like chemo shots and stuff like that. That's mainly why I'm moving down there too. And also, the number one reason I am moving is for jobs. I need a job. I need 2 jobs. You know what I mean? It is scary. Texas doesn't, I would not recommend Texas. I'm from here, born and raised. I honestly just want to move like out of state and just start over completely. Because honestly, at this point, I feel like there's nothing for me in Texas but my kids. Like, I don't know if y'all ever feel like that. Shouldn't I pack? I don't have much to pack, so I know I don't need to pack. It's already packed up. It doesn't matter where I'm moving to. Yeah, I know, but when you move far away, it motivates you, you know what I mean? Texas is very affordable too, but I don't know. It's just like I would have to, I don't know. I'm not trying to move out of Texas at all because then I would be taking my son away from his family. And that wouldn't be fair for him. I would not move to California. That's like bottom of the list. Like, I've been to California. When I went through being trafficked, like I went through human trafficking. I had a P word. If y'all know what that means, when I was 19, they had me walking the track in Hawaii, in Waikiki, like outside the mall. That's where they had me. That's where most of the trafficking people go, to Hawaii, on the strand right there. And I was being watched, and I was 19. I couldn't get away. So we ended up in California, and we were in a hotel and stuff like that. They ended up going to the store, and then I was like, okay, this is my way to get out, because I finally earned their trust for them to leave me alone. So I went to like the front desk or whatever and told the lady about it. In the front desk, she ended up calling police. I was hiding like up in a little corner where the vending machines were, and I saw them walking back in. And then the police got there, and then they took off or whatever. The police ended up finding them. I have a whole like human trafficking case like open, because like it's not open, but it was a police station that I went to close to LA. The police station was on the water, and it was in California, but it was like San something, but it was near LA. I know that much. It was near LA, but I don't know nothing about that place. So I just know that it was a police station on the water, and this was, I'm 37 now, so this is almost 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So, I had to stay there literally all day, and then they found them. Like, they ended up pulling them over, and I had to be in a distance away from them. I was in another police car, like an undercover car, and they said, let me know if that's them. I said, yeah, that was them, because I had a bruise on my nose. Like, my nose is messed up because of what I went through with that P word when I was 19. That's what I said. I've had a very, very hard life, and it's never stopped. Anybody would have already like you know, but I'm strong, and the only reason I'm still living, honestly, is because of my kids. My kids need me. And I know there's a lot of people that can relate. My kids, that's all I care about, honestly. I care about what's good for my kids. Like everything my kids need, you know? There's a lot of people on TikTok, like, there was this mom that pissed me off, and I know y'all seen her, but there was this mom, like, the daughter was trying to get her to open, she was on live, and the daughter was trying to get her to open up a like this Polly Pocket thing, or like this little heart thing or whatever, or beads or something to make like bracelets or whatever. And the mom was like, your fucking sister, this fucking sister, that, fuck you, bitch, 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 and all this other stuff. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And I felt like steam coming out of my ears. Like, I'm like, there's really people out there that treat their kid like, it pisses me off, because like, I struggle so much. And I would give anything to be able to make some type of income on TikTok or something like that. Like all these deadbeat moms are, like Brie Olsen, and like TikTok honestly is sick, because they use other people's traumas as, like, what is it called? As clout for their self. Like, they get views off of other people's traumas. And it's sad. It's disgusting. Like, I would never compare myself to someone else's trauma. I couldn't do that. You know, and there's moms out here like Ash Trevino that don't do shit for their kids. I don't know if it's like whatever they're doing or whatever, but there's so many people that get so much money off of y'all's views, and they don't care. They don't give a shit about their kids. They don't care about their kids. None of that money will go to their kids. But me, I'm over here like every little last dollar I get goes to what my kid needs. I don't have my hair done. I don't get my nails done. I don't get my shoes done. I don't wear makeup. I don't put lashes on. I know I would look like a bad bitch if I had all that done. But you know what? My kids' priorities come first. You know what I mean? And right now, I'm focused on my number one priority right now is to get a freaking U-Haul for tomorrow. That's like, I'm freaking out. Like, I don't want to lose all my stuff. I worked hard for this stuff. I was just in a hotel last year. I had nothing. I had no beds, no nothing. And I don't want to start over again. I don't. I have an apartment to move to. So, I mean, I'd understand. Like, if I didn't have nowhere to go to, I wouldn't be so worried about all my furniture and stuff. You know what I mean? I already have a storage paid for. You know, so I'm trying to find a way. Like, I even posted on Facebook, you know, I posted on Facebook trying to get someone to help me move, at least to where if I can't get a U-Haul, then somebody can help me move. But it's an hour away. So, you know, it sucks. Like, I'm over here trying to figure shit out, and I can't. Like, I feel like I'm stuck. I have all night to pack, and I barely have anything. Like, all my stuff's going, like, I have like 6 totes, and all my clothes are going in those totes. And half of those clothes are, like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, honestly. Once I have the U-Haul paid for, then I can actually figure out about doing things, you know. There was one person that offered to pay, and I am waiting for that, but they're not going to pay for the whole thing. They said they were going to see how much they could pay for. So I am waiting on that. I have been in contact with the girl that said that. So, but I'm just trying to see if she's still going to do it. Because, you know, there's a lot of people out there, they say they'll help or whatever, and they end up never helping. But for some reason, I trust her. But I don't know. I just don't want somebody just coming in here saying that they're going to end up never hearing that they're going to help, and then end up never hearing from them. From them again. From them again. Oh, my face is breaking out so bad. I've already looked at that link tree. All for One's a great person, and they have reached out to me before, and they are very helpful. But most of the stuff in that link is for like other countries and stuff like that. Like, there's not many Reese's, not countries, but like other states, if that makes sense. Like, it's mostly like a lot of stuff in Canada. I have looked at his links. There's not really much that I could do about someone paying for a U-Haul. I already paid for my apartment to move into. I was supposed to move in the end of this month, but the pipe stuff happened. So I'm waiting for them to fix the roof and stuff like that. It wasn't as bad as like my sister's apartment was, but she's already moving into her place. So yes, I have. Yes, I did. But I sent emails. I sent emails to the landlord. I was like, I'm being harassed out here, and she wasn't really doing nothing about it. And I went and made a police report, and she still didn't do nothing about it. So I told her I was going to be moving out, and I didn't pay the rent last month, and I used it to move, like, not to move, but I used it to like get moved into another place. And then they were like, okay, well, everything's going to be ready like by the end of the month. Like, end of the month came, no, it's not ready yet. July 1st comes, no, it's not ready yet. Oh, and we have something to tell you. There was a leak upstairs. There was a pipe that busted, so it's going to take a little longer. I'm like, okay, well, I'm giving you a chance, but if I don't get my money by the end of this month, I'm going to end up trying to move somewhere else. But the thing is, at the end of this month, my driver's license is no longer good. So I have tickets to pay and stuff like that, and I'm going to pay it. But yeah, I don't know. Can you still get an ID in the state of Texas with a traffic ticket? Like traffic tickets, can you do that? Or would you still have to pay them before you get an ID? Because I know I'm going to have to redo my driver's license stuff, but I don't know. It's in 2 different counties, so thank you. Because I didn't know, because I was like, how am I going to work? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? So I might go ahead and do that now and get it sent to like my family member's address or something like that for now, like my cousin's address. They probably blocked it, honestly. I owe tickets, and I've gotten letters in the mail, you know. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to go ahead and check, but I need to redo it. But I have warrants, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I have a driver's license right now. Like, I have it. So what I might do is at the end of the month, I might go ahead and just apply at jobs or whatever and show them my driver's license. But yeah. There's 36 people in here right now. Is there anyone that could help me get towards my goal and to try to get the U-Haul? I don't know how much this other person is going to help with. They said they had to get their, the other girl that said, I think her name was Janie or something like that. She said whenever she gets her paycheck, then she'll get back with me and let me know how much she can help me with, but it's not the whole thing. All I need is a U-Haul. That's all I need. Ow. I was trying to get up and I couldn't. But see, I have my table, like, I'm still going through stuff and stuff like that, but I have all of that stuff right now. I'm still cleaning this. That's why I said I don't have that much stuff to do. I just have my kitchen to go through and stuff like that. I have just stuff's everywhere right now. I just ran into the door too. My other son's room. I am going to sweep and mop everything before I leave, but that's why I'm trying to get the U-Haul so I can just clean everything out. And this is my son's bed and my bed. Yeah, congratulations. Whenever I had quit years ago, it felt good. Like, I felt like, I don't know what you quit from, but years ago, like, I would smoke, you know? And once I quit, I felt like a lot healthier, a lot less stressed. Those first 3 days were horrible, but it felt amazing after, you know? I know what the other thing is, but I don't. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for getting away from that. That's bad. I'm so glad you got away from that. Yeah, I know. I figured it out. I was like, wait, what's the name of a D word that starts with the H? Everyone's been through stuff, and it makes me happy whenever people, like, that's what I'm trying to get to right now. I've already quit all of that. Like, I'm not worried about all that, but I am proud about how far I've come. And I know you are too. Like, I know you're proud about, like, the things you've accomplished, and, like, your life is much better now, you know? That's great that you had a great support system. Yeah. My eyes look crazy today. Y'all see where there's, like, don't mind the pimple, but y'all see where there's, like, lips inside of my eye? Like right here. I have what they call heterochromia eyes or something like that. Heterochrome eyes. Heterochromia? I don't know. But I have those eyes. Like, see? Less stressed, and I am less stressed. I am thankful that people stayed in here and talked to me because I really needed somebody to talk to. But at this point, I need to just accept the fact that I'm not going to have any help getting my stuff out of here. And no, I don't. I live out in the country. Like, yeah, and I have, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't know. But I literally live, like, in the boondocks. Like, if you want to walk, like, there's no school buses out here. So if you need to walk your kid to school, which I've done a few times, then it takes like an hour to walk to the school, an hour to walk to the grocery store. And we don't even have a grocery store here no more. We have to go to a Dollar General market. There's no jobs. The one job that I did get, I got fired over a text message for no reason at all. She never got my driver's license or nothing, but I was only there for a week. So I honestly, at this point, like, can you get in trouble? I need to know this. Like, can you get in trouble for, I know they could charge me like on my card. I know it'll be negative, but can I just like say that I'm going to go drop it off somewhere and then end up just driving it back to that place to drop it off? And they'll just charge me the extra gas mileage, right? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Because I would have to drive it from that city, which is 30 minutes away, to this city, 30 minutes, to an hour away. It is one way. Yeah, but the one way is usually like, yeah, it would be cheaper. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. And it has gotten cheaper. Like, okay, Friday, whenever I looked, it was $120 for the U-Haul. Then yesterday it went down to $117. And now today it's $107. So, but I'm just thinking, like, I just don't want to get charged for theft or stealing a vehicle or anything, because I'm not really going to steal it. I'm going to turn it in. But I'm just trying to look at every single option. Like, I'm freaking out right now. I really don't want to lose my stuff. I've already lost it back in December. Like, I had to let go of everything. I did get a storage, but I put like everything that I had in that small little storage, you know, and I had to start over. And this was my start over. Like, I'm giving my sister my couch. All I have left is an armoire, 3 beds, and I'm keeping those beds because my kids need their beds, you know, and just all my odds and ends in the armoire. And my kitchen table. My kitchen table's not that big, but that's all I have. I don't have dressers or cabinets or no big stuff. Like, that's all I have. Like, I really don't have nothing. All I have is like my odds and ends, and I really don't even have food here because I'm not going grocery shopping. I'm not going I have food. Don't get me wrong. I do have food here, but it's only enough for tonight. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to go buy a whole bunch of groceries if I know I'm moving tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I've been buying just groceries to be able to last that whole day. And then, yeah. But it's been costing more because I have to DoorDash it, you know? I don't have a car. Like, I don't mean to say anything. Like, I'm not trying to sound rude or nothing, but like, I would get a trailer if I had a car to pull it. You know, at this point, and I don't have no ride. Like, I have no family, no friends that could help. I have literally nobody. Churches out here, like, I know you said churches earlier, but churches out here, they have literally no funding. It's out in the country. I live out in the country. Okay, like in the state of Texas, if you're in a big city such as like Austin or Houston or Dallas or something like that, yeah, I would be able to get to the pickup because I could Uber there. Or I can ask my friend here that lives out here if she can give me a ride to the Uber, and I'll, you know, just go. I mean, not Uber, U-Haul. Is everyone okay down there? Like, I'm so scared because, like, I've been thinking about, like, I know I'm going through what I'm going through, but I also, in the back of my head, like, it's all those kids that just lost their lives, and that hurts. That hurts because they're the same age as my son, 8 years old. I couldn't imagine what those families are going through right now. Like, that hurts even more, and I don't even want to think about it. They still haven't found 11 of those kids. And people bringing politics in it and stuff. That's horrible. Where's the compassion, you know? That's a sensitive subject to me because I hurt for those families right now. They're going through way more than what I'm going through. And I wish I could help them, but I can't even help myself, you know? Now it's up to 15. When I looked on the news post, it said that there's 11 left, and there was some that that they're trying to what is that called? Identify. They have to be identified first. Us Texans care about other Texans, and if I had the way to, like, I know, that sucks. What traumatized me was that video of the house floating down the river, and you could hear those kids screaming that that they wanted their mama, you know? It's very sad. And then, like, what also is on my mind is that these people don't know what they're about to go through. You know what I mean? Because you know how North Carolina, it was like a month later and all they were smelling was dead bodies. I'm hoping they find every one of them so y'all don't have to go through that. Yeah. Y'all didn't have a warning. And then there was people that's like over here like, oh, well, if they wouldn't have taken away the weather, they didn't take it away yet. They're not going to take it away until like a few months from now. You know what I mean? Like not New Jersey, North Carolina. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know when a flash flood is going to come through. You don't know. All it takes is for like a levee or something like that to break and it causes a flash flood. It could have came up from north and then just wiped everybody out. You know what I mean? Like, people, like, there was this one lady on TikTok. She pissed me off with her post because she was talking about, well, if y'all wouldn't have got rid of all, then your people wouldn't drown. Go buy floaties. Like, I was like, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. But there was a lady that was like, she stayed in New Braunfels, not New Braunfels. She stayed somewhere. No, yeah, it was New Braunfels, but she went on Facebook Live talking about, well, y'all wouldn't have went through it and blah, blah, blah if y'all would have had floaties and all this other shit that she was saying. I was like, what the fuck? People are so weird on this app. They were advertising their business? That's disgusting. Oh, yeah. The one that said that it was like L&L, like our river's not flooding, go ahead and come here or something like that. Was it that one? I'm sorry about crying. Kind of like Amaya Papaya on Love Island. I cry. I'm sorry you lost everything. Yeah, but what traumatized me about this whole flood thing was that video that's circulating on TikTok. It was a white house or a white cabin floating, and you could see their flashlights. You could see all the kids inside of there. It was just floating away, and they said they found that same cabin down the road, and it wasn't good. You could hear them literally screaming like, I'm scared, I want my mom, and this and that, and you could hear them all screaming, and that's so scary. I cried too. Like, my problems are nothing near what they're going through right now. Like, their problems are way worse. And that hurts. That hurts because, like, there's kids that saw their parents for the last time, you know what I mean? Yeah, I have been through a lot. I've been through a lot. I mean, from trafficking to being stalked to domestic violence. I never had a chance. Like, right now, all I want is a U-Haul. Like, I would give you my login information. I'm so desperate right now. Like, I have it reserved, but with U-Haul, if you do the online checkout thing, you don't have to pay until you pick up the U-Haul. And right now, like, I'm kind of embarrassing myself. Like, I don't like coming on here and doing this. I really don't. But I feel like I have nowhere else to turn, you know? So What happened? Or insurance. I don't know what, I don't even know what we were talking about. I had a text message, so I had to check it. I'm moving to a friend's house until the end of this month. I can't even move into my apartment yet. And I paid a month ago. But I know some things happen, and that's the only downstairs apartment they have available. So, yeah, that's the only apartment they have available that's downstairs. Only reason, I know, like, a lot of people are probably like, yeah, well, I would have just took it upstairs or whatever and just, you know. But the thing is, like, I have my cousin that I'm going to be taking care of. She's not going to be living with me. She's got her own place, her own husband and stuff like that. But, sorry, I had to plug this in. But the thing is, he works a lot. So she needs someone there with her. She's wheelchair bound, so she can't walk up any stairs. So if she needed to come to my house or anything like that for the day, for any reason at all, you know, then it's downstairs and she don't have to walk upstairs because she's wheelchair bound. You know what I mean? Sorry, I just wanted to sit over here. I have my storage paid for already, but if I don't get the U-Haul by in the morning, then I'm going to go ahead and cancel the storage. If I was in another city, I wouldn't care if I was upstairs or downstairs, honestly, but I'm moving there basically to take care of her, to also get a job. I kind of, like, I was even thinking about 2 jobs, but then again, I was like, I have management on my record, and where I was a manager at, the store manager is still there, and I left in good standing. So all I have to do is put that job down as a reference or whatever, and I would get hired as a manager because I have management experience, you know? I'm hoping, but most jobs, they have to trust you and stuff before they hire you on as a manager, but management is like good money. So my face is so itchy today, and I'm trying not to itch it, but it's like itching like right here, then it's itching right here, then it's itching like everywhere. I feel like I've missed some comments. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I feel like at this point I'm just sitting on here for no reason, and I could be packing up. I don't have much to pack though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I basically have everything packed up already. I kept a lot of clothes still folded up in totes. So it worked out for me. The past week I've been packing. So today I'm just doing the little stuff that I have left. And then my sister's supposed to come get the couch after she gets off of work. But I'm over here freaking out because I have to be out tomorrow. I literally have to be out tomorrow. Like, it's already been through court and everything. So at this point, I'm really stressed out. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here. If y'all need to talk to me or anything, or ask me any questions, or if you're willing to help, you can always message me and I'll approve it. But if you're willing to help, please message me. Because there's one other person that offered to help, but I don't know if they're going to help or not. I'm sure they will, but it's not like promised. Like, it's not like a for sure thing. Like, yeah, you know. So, y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to get off.